Hey Douglas. Okay, we're gonna do this. This is my first go at describing the 4x4 model, and I'm just gonna try to give you an overview. So let's do it. Well, to begin, the goal of this model is ambitious. It is to create a model or develop a model that illustrates the predictable patterns of change in the universe. All of the predictable patterns of change in the universe. So it is a complete description of the universe, and is connected, and is connected. So it's, yeah, predictable patterns of the universe, absolutely complete and connected. And in a minute or so, or a few minutes, I will I'll show you how the model develops and evolves. But I think what I'll do first is just kind of tell you what I believe are the kind of the building blocks of this model. Well, I will say this: the model is, I'm sure you've heard of a triunal brain as far as the three levels of brain as creatures evolve. This model is quadrunal, I guess you would say. It's a four-dimensional, four-tiered model, and at the core are, well, like with lots of sort of spiritual traditions, there are two distinct operators, I guess, and that would be the masculine and the feminine, or what I call source and divine. Masculine, divine, yang energy, feminine, source, yin energy. And here are here are the basic pieces. So masculine is 90 degree. Yeah, it's a right angle. That is the masculine. The feminine is a semicircle with an inside and an outside. So this is what I'm suggesting are the building blocks of the universe. This model, I call it sometimes 4x4, because there are four distinct orientations of the masculine, or of the divine. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there are also four distinct kind of energies of the feminine, and it would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so the mathematics, or the building of the model is finding ways to bring this all together and connect it. So I will say, 4x4 model, as I mentioned, it's kind of a quadrunal model in that there is there's the 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, and 4 by 4. And these are the four kind of, they're four increasingly more developed brain function, you might say. I call 1 by 4 enteric. Enteric. 2 by 4 is, let's see, reptilian. 3 by 4 is limbic. And 4 by 4 is neocortexual. So those are the levels, and this is what I am attempting to build. So I'm trying to develop a model using Source and Divine that is all inclusive. That is all inclusive and connected. So anyway, where I start to kind of build the enteric system, the simplest, least sophisticated, one-dimensional system, or singular dimensional system is, well, so let's see if we can do this. You remember Euclidean geometry? Well, I don't know. I'm gonna start with a belt. We have a belt, and oh well, actually, yeah, this is kind of the feminine. So start with the feminine, but we're starting with this belt, and it has an inside, it has an outside, and let's assume it just carries on forever. And so in this model, well, we can create a circle, and that's nice. I mean, there's it's nice, and this would be kind of this would be a Euclidean circle, I guess you would say, because the inside and the outside are parallel lines that never meet. So that tells it. I mean, that's fine. It's fine. It's beautiful, but it's not going to get us anywhere. There's non-Euclidean geometry where two parallel lines meet at infinity, and this model is non-Euclidean in the sense that we're not going to Euclidean geometry, we can't, it's incomplete. It's infinity is all a long way away. Anyway, non-Euclidean geometry, two parallel lines meet at infinity, and so if we were to apply non-Euclidean geometry to this belt, one thing that I could do is I could twist it and connect it, and this gives us a really remarkable object that begins to incorporate the masculine and the feminine qualities. We now have a circle that goes on forever, but the inside becomes the outside, and the outside becomes the inside. And so anyway, this is a Mobius strip basically, and it is kind of the foundation of this model. Now, we're going to find ways of manipulating it, and let's see. Well, so if we take this Mobius strip and we kind of, well, let's oh gosh. The Mobius strip, it's interesting. There's a certain way we can look at it where, so we're kind of looking at it like this. So we end up yeah, this is such a first run, but this, and this is something that I'm gonna want to work on how to describe it. But because this is a short video, suffice it to say that if we start here, we spin around, and we end up at this section where well, this infinity, right, where the inside meets the outside. And then if we start here, we spin around, and then we reach this point here where the inside meets the outside. And we can do that 2 more times on the back side. Which gives us actually 4 kind of distinct storylines. Yeah, I kind of like that. 4 distinct storylines that, this is so strange. I know, but it really gets us someplace. This Mobius strip, or Mobius ribbon, as I sometimes call it, it gets us these 4 distinct pieces where there's a beginning and an end, and a beginning, an infinity, and an infinity, basically. And anyway, these now are the 4 kind of enteric narratives. The properties of which are this first turn is it begins, oh gosh, individuality, not individuality, sorry, yeah, collective and individual, inside and outside. This first strip takes us from individual inside to collective outside. The second piece takes us from collective outside to individual inside. The third piece takes us from individual outside to collective inside. And the fourth piece takes us from collective inside to individual collective inside to individual outside, right? Okay. And this may look familiar. Well, it can be, this whole thing was inspired in part by quadrants of Ken Wilber, which have individual, collective, inside and outside. I imagine you're familiar with Wilber's work. What this is kind of is this is sort of a dynamic. It's a dynamic quadrant, and so this gives us 4 distinct quadrants. The first one is here. The second one is here. The third one is here. And the fourth one is here. So these are our 4 dimensions, 4 narratives that give us our enteric cycle. I'm going to pause there.